Hey, James. Yeah, that was weird. It just kind of froze up on me. Not sure what happened there. Hey, Dandy. Hey, Mama. Hi, Allie. I'm James. Hey, John. Hey, loving it. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Dongleberry. Hey, man. I mean, 46 seconds in. Yeah, that was weird. Like 10 minutes in and it just froze last time. Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones is a complete and total asshole. Hey, MG. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Beepbop. Hey, Sil. Marie. Melania. Getty. I would say fuck those lawmakers. And I would say that there needs to be a uh, federal law legalizing abortion passed. Did not insurance go bankrupt? So he claims. Hey, letters to Cleo. Hey, Diane. Hey, Dan. Hey, Marie. No, not just absolutely Armia. What do I think of the chemicals turning frogs gay? I mean, it's not exactly a secret that that chemicals in the water are affecting wildlife. Like that's not some new revelation that Alex Jones was the first to pick up on and all that. Like, of course, chemicals in the water are affecting wildlife, and it's pretty bad. My highest level of formal education, 2-year college degree. Did I ever drank a brain force energy? No. Hey, Israel, I can read you. YouTube is blocking stream. Are they? Is that true or? Mystique or Emma Frost fleshlight? Neither. I don't want a fleshlight. Thoughts on bad dragon toys? As I recall, they have some pretty cool looking ones. Yes, I do support it, Ashras. Like chemicals in the water. I'd be surprised if I mean, well, yeah, all the toxic waste that gets dumped into water supplies. Yeah, of course it has an effect on people. My thoughts on Frank Zappa? Cool guy. Not type of music that I really listen to. Was Hitler responsible? No, I don't believe Hitler was responsible for that. No, no, I never idolized Ted Kaczynski. We millennials are filled with microplastics. Yeah. Mama, not today. What do I listen to? A lot of indie stuff, indie rock. I can make. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, Jimmy. Hippiest, please pray for women in Gilead, America. Yeah. My thoughts on Disney employees going on strike? I absolutely support them. I always support I always support workers going on strike. Was nicer hips, Rollins or Danzig? I don't know. I've never really looked at them lately. I haven't really looked at either of their hips. Mama, I haven't really practiced a girl voice. I know I should. It's just whenever I have tried, it's just awkward. It's just tough to keep up. Worker strikes is just socialism. Not really, but like I said, I am all for strikes. I'm autistic and my girlfriend has Down syndrome and we're expecting a baby. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday, Randy Stare. When a matriarch clanfish dies, then one of her simp makes changes sex. Simp mates changes sex and becomes new queen. Thoughts on this? Nature is weird. Beach House? Yeah, there's a few Beach House songs that I like. Mama, I'm not Jewish, so I don't really have a reason to wear a Star of David necklace. It would be inappropriate for me to wear that a necklace like that since I'm not Jewish. Rainbow Kitten Surprise? Not familiar with them. My thoughts on Hanukkah? Seems pretty okay. Seems pretty cool, I guess. Yes, I did eat already. My favorite pony? My favorite is Fluttershy, but Rarity and Pinkie Pie are tied for my second favorite. Cup size? I don't know. I'd need to measure. Thoughts on the death penalty? Not a fan. Shut the fuck up, Sasuke. I can't say that I have flop era. What does the color and shape of your shit say about your health? A lot, but I am not a doctor, so I don't know. Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash is probably my least favorite of the main six. I dislike how arrogant uh, Rainbow Dash is. Is an interest in clanfish who had to face the abuse of their peers when transitioning, yet we humans, supposedly more evolved, still do. Maybe we can all learn from the noble clownfish. Fort Nation, you're boring. Stop being boring. What do I think of the Lemon Party taking seats in Winnipeg? Next thing they're going to go after. Yep, absolutely right, Tutu. There's already guarantee there's already plans in place for it. I am not a furry. Atman, I never buy anything on Amazon. MG, no, I never watched My Little Pony in the 80s or 90s. The only My Little Pony series that I've watched is Friendship is Magic. Kent? Probably. Have I read The Handmaid's Tale? No, I haven't. I haven't actually read any Margaret Atwood. Despite the fact that Margaret Atwood is, one of Canada's biggest authors, I've never read any of her stuff. Never played with Barbies, no. Do I like Piers? I used to like Piers Anthony. Honestly, I stuck with Piers Anthony long, long after I should have dropped him. Like, the first few Xanth books were they were really good books. They were really fun. And I mean, I enjoyed those, so I just sort of, not Prince Anthony, Piers Anthony, Eddie. Farley Mowat. I did read some Farley Mowat. Yeah, it's, even after I started thinking that his book, even after his Xanth books became just formulaic garbage, I kept reading them. But I didn't have any figures. I did really like Power Rangers. Never read Ender's Game. Not really interested in reading Ender's Game either, because the writer was kind of an asshole. We covered Farley Mowat in school. Yeah, we read one or two Farley Mowat books when I was in elementary school. MG, please read Handmaid's Tale. It's so good. The show is also good. I like both for different reasons. Thank you very much, MG. I don't know that I will get around to it anytime soon, just because I've got a lot of other books to read. I've honestly just got way too much to read. Clifton, yes, I'm in favor of Roe v. Wade. I'm not a fan of the cruelty in the Middle East. Like Lord of the Flies? Not really. Piper? I know, I should be reading more. I just... Ugly Hobo, thoughts on Stanley Kubrick? My problem with Stanley Kubrick, he is a phenomenal cinematographer. He set up some gorgeous shots. But I find he wasn't all that compelling as a director. I'm just not a fan of his movies. I'm not a fan of the Kubrick movies that I've seen. Like I said, phenomenal cinematographer. One of the absolute best cinematographers in film history, in cinema history. The guy had an amazing eye for setting up a shot. I just don't like the movies. It's sort of what it comes down to. He drove Shelley Duvall. Yeah. Yeah, there's also the fact that he could be an absolutely abusive director. Just horrible. Horrible to the people on his set. The the shit he put Shelley Duvall through, fuck Stanley Kubrick for that. Like, what an absolute fucking prick he was. I like Shelley. Yeah, Shelley Duvall was a great actor and seemed like a really nice person. And then Kubrick just fucking destroyed her. Like, the way he, like, you read what he did to her, and it's like, holy fuck you. Wow, what a fucking terrible person. Actress, whatever. Actress is like actor is fine for describing a woman as well. And who else? Uh, who was the other? Shit. The that classic horror director, Hitchcock. Hitchcock was also an asshole. Like Hitchcock abused his actors as well, especially the women. So Hitchcock was a douche. Michael Bay, yep, Michael Bay's an asshole. Michael Bay abused Megan Fox and fucking set out to wreck her career because she wouldn't fuck him. So, the hell with Michael Bay. He can fuck right off. That's on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Never read or watched it. Tell us who I do like. There's plenty of good directors who treat their Quentin Tarantino. Yeah. Uma Thurman has lifelong pain because of Quentin Tarantino. Because he put her through, because he forced her into a stunt that was dangerous. No thoughts on the Johnny Depp trial. Tarantino also choked a woman out to get the shot. Yeah. My thought on that. Here's my thought on directors. Like, it's somewhat common. Anytime there's like a close up of a woman being choked, I think a lot of times the directors will do that themselves. There's two reasons to do that. The first is a kink thing, which I think is probably the reason that Quentin Tarantino uh, does the choking in the movies he makes anytime a woman is choked. That said, there is a, like, I can understand if the director was like, if this fucks up, if this doesn't go well, I want the responsibility to be on me alone. I know Quentin and Uma are friendly. It's just, what do I think about Leonardo only dating women under 25? I think that's fucking creepy. Tarantino has removed more shoes from women's feet than the TSA. Yeah. Would I ever let someone choke me? Probably not, Ugly Hobo. Don't think I would be a fan of that, but thank you very much. Laura C, no updates yet. Do I think Alec Baldwin practices gun safety? I think Alec Baldwin probably doesn't know how to practice. Like I'm guessing that Alec Baldwin doesn't really have much familiarity with guns. Like it's just not something that he is likely familiar with. So yeah, he just didn't. He wasn't trained. He hasn't been trained in gun safety. Yeah, the issue with that with Baldwin shooting someone on set, the issue there was a combination of the director and the stunt coordinator, or not stunt coordinator. It was the safety coordinator, whatever the role was. Um, so the armorer, yes, thank you, Dave Watson. The armorer wasn't like didn't she lied? She actually lied about her qualifications. At least this is my understanding. This is my understanding of it. The armorer lied about her qualifications. This is just what I've read about it. Which, all right, well, like I said, I mean, this is what I read like back then or something like that. I could apparently I'm wrong. She didn't lie. Her father was ahead of Hollywood. Yeah, like it's something where she clearly wasn't responsible. She was being irresponsible. Why was there a loaded gun on set? Um, sometimes sometimes you'll need a loaded gun in order to get like a shot down the barrel of the gun, or of the bullet, like a shot down the barrel to see the bullet in the chamber. So sometimes they'll do that. Um, Same thing. I mean, it's the same thing that happened to Brandon Lee. The Crow, like Atman, but yeah, yeah. It was the same situation. They had they had a gun with live ammunition for a shot of the bullet in the chamber down the barrel of the gun, and they just fucked up and didn't swap out the ammunition properly. It's not live ammunition. All right, my mistake then. Alec Baldlose. I'll be honest, I don't really have much respect for Alec Baldwin anyway. He just seems like he's kind of a douchebag, if I'm honest. Exactly, Tutu. Should Alec Baldwin be prosecuted? As far as I know, he hasn't done anything actually illegal. But thoughts on Mastodon? Uh, Seems to be confusing. I haven't really gone to Mastodon myself, but it seems to be a really weird and confusing social media thing. Intoxicated? I mean, I don't think it's common, but yes, a gun is able to just randomly go off. Eric, right now, I'm still identifying as a guy, Eric. So fuck off with your damn spamming. Yeah, it's fuck off with your goddamn spamming. Christ. Trigger needs to be pulled. Generally, usually, but occasionally a gun can just sort of screw up. Thoughts on homeless people? They should be given homes, ugly hobo. Thank you very much. My CC certification class? Yeah, never point a gun unless you plan to shoot them. Mama, I'm not going to commit suicide, Mama. Hey, Harlow. Hey, Lindy Lou. Can I do a flip? No, I cannot. I'm a guy for now, Amanda. I'm a guy for now, so stop your fucking spamming. Christ, I fucking hate spammers. Fuck off, spammer. Christ. Want to hear a dumb joke? Sure. Go ahead, Lindy. What's the difference between a BMW and a porcupine? I feel like I've heard that one before, but I don't remember the punchline. Spammer. And the porcupine pricks her on the outside? Not bad. For the record, anyone, I decided that encouraging suicide is going to be met with not just a block, but a report. So, like, if you're encouraging suicide, I'm going to actually report you. Because that is absolutely 100% not something I will put up with. Did I see Dark Side Phil stream the other night? No, I did not, Ugly Hobo. But thank you very much. MG, whoa, holy shit. Thank you very much, MG. Hearts in the chat for MG. And hearts in the chat for Ugly Hobo, actually. Yeah, hearts in the chat for MGN, hearts in the chat for Ugly Hobo, because he's been donating a lot to me. He donates a lot to me. You know, a couple bucks at a time. That's definitely something that it adds up, and you know, it's always appreciated. Harry, it's a 6-inch pecker. You're right about the doing nothing. Yeah. As I said before, a respectable girth. What is the stream for? Pretty much nothing. Cornelia came more loaded than Alec Baldwin to a blank fire. Try going outside tomorrow? No. Lindy Lou, thank you very much for the super sticker, Lindy Lou. Thank you very much. Chantel said I was well hung. Honestly, 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. Yeah, I think so. And not very girthy. Respectably. It's average. I have an average size dick. It's an average size. Here, gal, did I do my taxes? I did not. I'm so fucking lazy. Thank you very much, Chairman Carl. Opinion on rights activist Ernst Zundel? Not familiar. Jesus Christ, what is with the fucking spammers today? Opinion on tax evasion? Make no income, no need to do taxes. No, I should do it. It's just I didn't do them last year either. I'm just so lazy. Like it's one of those things that I just can't bring myself to do it. It's more effort than I can. It's more effort than I can bring myself to put in. Beyond that, realistically, the government should know how much I owe anyway. No, I don't think taxation is theft. I mean, to be fair, I don't think my $100. I don't think the $100 I would owe is going to make be a big deal. But yeah, it's. I'll admit that I'm also it also bugs me that realistically the government should be doing the majority of people's individual taxes to begin with. Just make sure you do them in the next 20 years. Yeah. You can't send a super chat too? That's fine. Don't worry about it. Gary, I mean, they're evolving the Borg. Ugly Hobo, thoughts on libertarianism? My thought is that it is an intensely selfish political philosophy. Would daily cleaning skills make me feel better? I don't know. Maybe, but likely hobos flirting with me? Could be. I don't hate taxes. I just hate doing shit. I'm all for change, but come on, the Borg are the most respected bad guy in Trek history. They're letting modern leadings in. Here's the thing, though, Harry. The Borg got boring. Like, there's only so much that you can use a particular villain before they become repetitive and boring. And the Borg had hit that point. They were not really like they just don't do anything. Like they've been defeated too often. They've been defeated too many times to be taken serious, to continue being taken seriously as a real threat. And they had nowhere to go in terms of development. So at some point, you need to either stop using the villain or change the villain to make them more interesting. I like the Borg. Yeah, I like the Borg too. They were always interesting. Should destroy half of Earth or something. I don't think they can do that. They can't really do that for Lady Elaine. A real threat in the sense, like a real threat in the context of the story. Like the Borg stopped being. Voyager took all the bite out of the Borg, would be what I would say. By the end of Voyager, especially like Voyager's series finale, took a lot of bite out of the Borg. So it had reached the point where. Oh, I'm aware that there was that the Borg were in Enterprise. I haven't seen that episode. I've barely seen any Enterprise. I only watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes. But anyway, isn't it inevitable that we as a species become the Borg ourselves? I don't think so. Enterprise, my favorite Star Trek. Yeah, the first couple episodes just did not do anything for me. So yeah, like it's. I will watch it at some point. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I will get to Enterprise. I'm still on season 6 of Next Generation. I'm like halfway through season 6 of Next Generation, I think. So I've still got a ways to go because I've still got 7 seasons of Deep Space Nine and 7 seasons of Voyager before I get to Enterprise. But I will watch it at some point. Worst animal in all of Canada? Mosquito. Do I wear lipstick? No. Who's my favorite captain? I mean, thoughts on Canadian hockey? Thank you, Ugly Hobo, again. I used to really like hockey when I was a kid. I rooted for the Montreal Canadiens, but I just stopped enjoying it. Anyway, my favorite captain. I grew up with Picard. Yeah, Deep Space Nine was definitely the better of them. Earth Angel Anna, it's an 8 followed by 4 equal signs, and a capital D. Easy. Cumbersome. Thank you for your 6-incher. Thank you very much, Cumbersome. You that. I mean, the Habs were where. I mean, first of all, I was born in Montreal. So, of course, I had to be a Habs fan. Beyond that, living in Cornwall, when I was a kid, the Canadiens were the closest hockey team. The Senators came in when I was, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old. What did I think of Netflix Cowboy Bebop? It was garbage. Expos fan. I never really actually for baseball. I liked the Blue Jays. Weirdly enough, my mom loved the Expos. But yeah, so living in Cornwall when I was a kid, I was watching hockey before the Ottawa Senators came in. So Montreal was the closest big city. That was the closest hockey team to me. So again, they were as close as I had to a local team, so that's who I rooted for. And then the Senators came in, and I wasn't going to root for them because I wasn't going to root for a team that is younger than I was. Fuck that. Laura C. Thank you very much, Laura C. Is eating so much takeout bad for the environment? Yep. Am I seeing my mom for Mother's Day? I should see about that, actually. That's not a bad idea. I probably should. Damn with the French. I mean, I'm Anglo. I am Anglo still. I was born in Montreal, but I don't speak a lick of French. And, my family is Anglo. That shouldn't have to drive you to see it. I think Mother's Day is the same in Canada. Ugly Hobo, the thing is, I don't know my hockey. I watched it when I was a kid. I haven't watched hockey in 25 years at least. Like, it's been at least 25 years since I actually watched hockey. The one exception being the gold medal game at the Vancouver Olympics. I did watch Canada versus US gold medal at the Vancouver Olympics. I did watch that game. And cheered at that overtime goal. That was a good game. Voyager gets crapped on. There's too much nostalgia. Granted, TNG. I like most of the characters from Picard. Year of Hell Part 1 and 2. Yeah, Year of Hell was phenomenal. I don't even remember Blink of an Eye or Distant Origin. I don't actually remember those 2 episodes. I remember so little of Voyager. Wayne Gretzky, greatest hockey player. Yep. Like I remember very little of Voyager. I'm looking forward to rewatching it. I am looking forward to when I get around to rewatching that one. But like I said, I've got season and a half of Next Generation and 7 seasons of Deep Space Nine before I get around to Voyager. Any words of wisdom for your foreign soldiers in the chat right now? It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. How do I feel about the Borg Queen taking over Earth? I don't approve. I'm not a fan of that. Naomi Judd committed suicide? Really? Should they have committed her involuntarily to save her life? It's tough. It's a tough call. Shout out to Voorhees. Do I think Florida will be underwater one day? I mean, yeah, see what the ocean levels are rising. So parts of Florida will absolutely end up underwater. Like at this point, that's not even a question. It's absolutely going to happen. The only issue now is, like at this point, is just a question of mitigation. Will I be underwater? I think Ottawa is safe. Will I move to Vermont and be my host wench? I'm not moving to the U.S. I'm not moving to the U.S. No. I'm not. I will not live anywhere that doesn't have single payer healthcare. Is Florida my favorite state? No. Acetyl, not really. J-Rod, I don't write songs. That's on Tim Pool. I forget who Tim Pool is. You wouldn't be able to get a visa other than tourist visas. I know. Hell no, Laura. Frankly, if anything, Canada should be annexing the US. You guys really need that. Thoughts on marrying for health insurance purposes? I mean, it sucks that people have to do it. A Mako stream. Never. Team Edward or Team Jacob? I'm team both are fucking creepy. I am team centenarians should not be hitting on fucking high schoolers, and I'm on team 20-somethings should not be falling in love with fucking infants. Ugly Hobo, did I see updates on the Sam Hyde shooting? No, I have not. Like, wow, that's a fucking creepy book as soon as you, like, holy shit. Like, literally, like, Edward's a fucking centenarian. He's 100 years old, and he's hitting on a goddamn high school girl. What the hell? But I get it. It's a romantic thing, so I understand I understand the appeal of it and all. I understand the appeal of it and all that from a. It's called vampire fiction. I know. It's just as soon as you think about it, it's holy crap. Stream at the mall on Thursday? Probably not. Harlow? I mean, I suppose I do enjoy some high school fiction. 16 plus years long, she's fun. Well, yeah, I mean, but there's an issue between, like, there's a difference between legal and not creepy. It's sort of, it would be sort of my stance. No, I mean, it's, like I said, that's a lie, Harlow. I used to want the immortality and think I could just go and observe the world forever. Do I read hentai? No, I don't. Would I ever convert to Islam? Nope. Yeah, that's because you're a transphobic shitheel, J-Rod, so... And I have no interest in transphobic shitheels in my streams, so... Bye-bye. Atman, I am not on Discord. What's wrong with Islam? I mean, nothing. It's just I am not going... And first of all, I'm not adopting any religion that doesn't allow me to eat pork. But beyond that, I'm not interested in religion. No Islamophobia. Oh shit, that's right. It is. I forgot about that soft reset. So yeah, happy Eid. Eid, happy Eid. Shit, I don't know the pronunciation. I apologize. But it's not that I have. It's not that I have a problem with Islam. It's just I am not. I'm not religious. Like regardless of the religion, I'm just not religious. Eid. I'd rather be Jewish or Muslim if I had to choose. I don't know. No, I don't watch Buck Angel. I'm aware that soft reset, but I was asked if I would convert to Islam. Oh, hey, Ham is the new black. Sorry, I missed you earlier. Hey there. It's not a fucking religion, Harlow. Shut up. My natural love of hats? Wait. What natural love of hats? I don't know where the hell that's coming from, James. Do I believe in a higher power? No. I'm an atheist. I'm a nihilist. All humans love hats. Fair, but science is not a religion. They consider becoming gender fluid? Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel right for me. God, country, and hats. Mama. I mean, I should wear hats because of that, but I don't. Hey, Bash. Do I feel MTF get hated on more than FTM? Hard to say. Um, I would say it's different types of hate that they get. Like, I wouldn't say one has it worse than the other. It's just different. Laura C. No, that's a stupid thing to ask. Jessica, I hate olives. Have I ever worn a fedora? I did. Back when I was in high school, I did. Who is Elliot Page? He's on the Umbrella Academy. He played Juno in the movie Juno. He played Kitty Pryde in the X-Men movies. Yeah, when I was in high school, I wore a fedora. Did I get bullied in high school? Not that I ever noticed. I guess would be my response to my answer to that. Keister, no, I did not. I was just t-shirts. Like I did just wear jeans and t-shirts. I used to own a fedora, James Wright. Elliot Page started in Trailer Park Boys. No, I think I forgot about that. And yeah, a pleather trench coat. I wore a pleather trench coat, fedora, sunglasses. Thoughts on the child actor Macaulay Culkin? He seems like a pretty cool guy. My bedroom's bad. Oh yeah, my bathroom is very dirty. Coming, most atheists have worn a fedora at some point in life, and you did. I know. I know, Harlow. I know. That's a fucking cliche. James, I appreciate it, but I don't need a hat. God was around, but fedoras don't exist. Yeah. It's kind of a shame what happened to fedoras. Fedoras used to be cool, like 50 years ago. But but now they're associated with like creepsters, with the milady types. Fedoras are not cool if you like I said, like 50 years ago. Hipsters would have fedoras. Yeah, like me. I was never a. I was a hipster. I wasn't a milady type of guy. I was a hipster though, and am still a hipster. I'll admit, I'm still indie hipster douche. No, mama. You could not pay me enough to go to a Trump rally. Dandy, we don't have any grape crush. Why did I dress like the trench coat? I don't know. I thought it looked cool. Like, I just thought it looked like a cool look. Morrissey? I've listened to some Morrissey. There's like one or two Morrissey songs that I like, but Morrissey's a dink. I think I looked like Neo from the Matrix. This was pre-Matrix. Like, I was dressing like this pre-Matrix, I think. I'm pretty sure it was pre-Matrix. I never had them Doc Martens, actually. The Doc Martens were the thing that I never had. But yeah, Morrissey's a dink. It's just... Also, like, there's that weird ass sex scene he wrote in one of his novels. Yeah. MG, thank you very much. I have to ask because it's been bugging me, but did your housemate give you the money owed to you when you began streaming? I never got confirmation. Yes, she did. This is a Morrissey trans? Not that I'm aware of. Morrissey is not type vegan. He is. He's an uptight. Like, he is very much an uptight vegan. He's one of those. He's one of those annoying dinks. But my phobic of asexuals? No. No, I'm totally in favor of asexuals. What? Come on. Okay, so the all right, so I just want to make sure, and yeah, you're lying. I am liquor. I know you are. Morrissey still identifies as a man, so, and I am open to it. Is internet access a human right? I say yes. I kind of say I think that yes. Random viewer, no. I am not interested in men. I'm open to a trans woman, but not a man. Do I enjoy having condoms? Sorry, James. Nice day kiss for internet. For internet, yeah. Harlow, I mean, if you're that rich, hey, Goral Tube, I'm lagging. Nah. Categories. Tampons kill women. I mean, I'm inclined to think that either tampons or pads should be, at the very least, untaxed. It's ridiculous that they're taxed in the U.S. Thoughts on Hobby Lobby? I mean, Hobby Lobby seems like tacky. Like, it just seems like a tacky store. And then, of course, there's the fact that the people who run it are involved in fucking, like, fucking smuggling. Like, that's the wild part. Like, they smuggle artifacts. It's just like this, like, it's wild that they're involved in that. Yeah, the Hobby Lobby is involved in what is actually international crime. Like, that's the thing. Like, Hobby Lobby is involved in international crime. And that is just fucking bizarre. Artifacts. Yeah. Yeah, ancient artifacts. Does Canada have Hobby Lobby? I'm not sure, actually. James Wright. My thought on that whole relationship is I don't want to know anything about it. Everything should be free? Sure. World War II military? Nah. World War II doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Like Atman, Machine Gun Kelly. Timothy, no. I was never an incel. I was too self-loathing to be an incel. Because the whole thing with incels is that they feel like they're owed women. They feel like women should sleep with them. You know, their whole thing is, you know, women should want to sleep with me because I'm a nice guy. But I always felt like, of course women aren't sleeping with me. Like, that's always my thing. It's like, of course women aren't sleeping with me. Why would they? So I could never be an incel because I didn't have the self-esteem. Like, I just didn't have the self-esteem to be one of them. Why the fuck would I wear a mask in my own goddamn home? I've had my fair share of encounters with incels in the wild. They're scary because they feel entitled to your body, and you'll have never even met them before. It's bizarre. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Comic store to stream? Probably not. Olive, when the hell am I even out in public? Do I eat Panda Express? I don't think I ever have had Panda Express. I am not a Democrat, mama. Do I think negative XP started the Incel music scene? I have no idea. No idea. You drink 1,000 Mike's Hard Lemonade to get to meet Mike? But the downside is you have to drink 1,000 Mike's Hard Lemonades. Laura? There's no amount. my Mass Effect playthrough is like my Mass Effect trilogy playthrough. It's going to complete. Mr. Bond, Moonman, neither ring a bell. But yeah, my Mass Effect playthrough, there's no stopping that one. It's happening. I am going to complete the trilogy. Does it have to? Yeah. Because I want to. Hey, James Coates. Girl, nah, I'm still boycotting Disney for now. Disney just creeps me out. My opinion on women in adult industry. I mean, some have power. Some are certainly victimized. Red Roses, I do not play with dolls. They're action figures, damn it! Mama, this drawer doesn't close. All three drawers, none of them actually close on their own. Garrus is best boy. Garrus is good, yeah. Would I ever show feet for super chats? I'd rather not. Fix it. It's convenient as it is, honestly. Would I drive a Tesla? Probably not. They're dolls. They're action figures! Girl, yeah. Would I accept a brat still as a gift? I guess. Largest super chat I've ever received? I think I might have received a $100 one once. You deleted your comment, Atman, but I did see it before you deleted it. So I saw what you said. Do I believe that friendship is actually magic? Yes. Or can you send me a gift? My address is online, but I'm not interested in men if that's what you're asking, Olive. Harlow, I haven't bought toys in forever. Mama, no, I never worked at a vacuum shop. Olive, no. No, I like other body types as well. Yeah, Chantel's doing fine. Can my fans visit me? No. No, that would be absolutely creepy. All right. On behalf of Dave Watson, shout out to Sucking Sam's Vacuum Repair. Would I ever get back together, Chantel? No, our feelings aren't like that anymore. Does my family visit me? No, but my mom doesn't have a car, so she doesn't have an easy way of coming down to Ottawa. Yeah, sure, James. Why did I throw away my total? No point. Also, I'm pretty sure the toys I do have wouldn't be made by children. They'd just be machine made. Like the shit I do have, it would have been made by machine. Do I drive? I do not. Establishment Democrats aren't cutting it. Nope. Absolutely they don't. If a DoorDasher recognized me and attempts a selfie, sure, why not? Have I ever lived by myself? No. No idea who Texas Paul is. Why haven't I lived by myself? I mean, in large part, can't afford it. Kathy Lee Gifford got in trouble for children making her Kmart clothing overseas. Yep, I can believe it. Like Machine Gun Kelly. He's a singer, I think. How old am I? 37. Have I ever had a girlfriend? I've had 3 girlfriends. My zodiac sign, Aquarius. Machine Sun Sally. That was a good one. Trump or Musk for president? I mean, Musk wasn't born in the US, so Musk can't be president. And Trump should never be president of anything. Trump should never be in charge of anything ever. I have no idea, James. Hi, Elaine. Sure. Olive? There's a couple reasons. First of all, what happened in the US does have an effect in Canada. It affects Canada. Second of all, I have compassion for the people who suffer under Republican regimes. I don't want people suffering. And Republicans cause suffering. That's a big part of the fucking Republican agenda, is to make as many people suffer as possible. You're a Republican, do I hate you? Yes. Because the entire Republican Party, from the top right down to the bottom, is all about cruelty. That is what the Republican Party stands for, is cruelty. It's what they do. Thoughts on Sofa King saying homophobic words to Monty? He shouldn't. He shouldn't be saying that. He shouldn't be using homophobic words. Jan, if you have to go back 150 fucking years to prove how good the Republicans are, the Republican Party of the 19th century is not the Republican Party of the 21st century. I would say the repeal isn't Ginsburg's fault. The repeal is the Republicans' fault. Like, yeah, I mean, it's the fault of the Republicans because they've been pushing this shit for decades. Trump's an asshole, Meg. Don't fucking defend him. No, slavery shouldn't be fucking legal. Why have Democrats failed to stop them? Because Democrats think that Republicans give a fuck about the rules. That's the problem. Democrats think that Republicans aren't fucking evil. That's the big problem here. Democrats try to care about the rules, decorum. Oh, we have to maintain decorum. We have to maintain norms. We have to stand up for the norms. We have to reach across the aisle. We have to work with the Republicans. We have to reach across the aisle and work with them. We have to work with them. Compromise. We need compromise. We need to work together. Democrats are so fucking Democrats are just so fucking shitty. Like, they're such a fucking shitty ass party. No, Biden's not doing a good job. That's a lie, Timothy. So, yeah, it's just like the Republicans lie and cheat and throw out the rules and lie and cheat some more to get whatever they want. The Republican Party is made up entirely of liars and cheaters. It's what they fucking do. It's how they, like, it's... Give an example. Fucking everything. So let's use, as an example, election integrity. They're fucking lying. Republicans sit there talking about, oh, we need to protect election integrity. We need to prevent voter fraud. We need to stop all this voter fraud. There's so much voter fraud, and we need to stop all this voter fraud. It doesn't happen. Voter fraud is not a thing. There are virtually no fraudulent votes in any given election. It doesn't fucking happen. But Republicans lie and lie and lie and lie in order to justify passing laws that restrict voting, that make voting harder for people. That's what they do. They make shit up to justify passing laws that allow them to suppress votes, so that they can guarantee that they'll win. They don't win on their policies. Republican policies are unpopular. Repealing Roe versus Wade, 70% of voters want Roe v. Wade to stay in place. 70% of voters approve of abortion being legal. But Republican voter fraud is barely a thing. Voter fraud does not happen on a level to actually change the outcomes. So, like, voter fraud is not actually an issue. It's not. It's just not an actual issue. But Republicans talk it up as though it is. They lie about what a big issue it is in order to justify voter suppression efforts. It's fucking not, Mama, you fucking idiot. You're fucking lying. You are absolutely fucking lying. It's not a thing that happens. You know what does happen? Republicans purging voter rolls illegally. Every fucking election cycle. Every single cycle. There's at least one state where the state's court rules that the governor purged rolls illegally. Every fucking time. They consistently purge voting rolls illegally. And like areas that have like any place where Republicans sort of control the legislature, any state where Republicans are in government, you can bet your ass that areas with heavy Democratic turnout are going to have fewer voting machines. Fuck you, Timothy. You're fucking lying. It's a fucking lie. The voter fraud thing, it's a lie. It's absolutely 100% a lie. That's all it is. It is a massive, massive lie. It's all it is. It's a fucking massive lie. They have no fucking proof. They never have proof of it. They never, ever, 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 ever have a tiny shred of truth. They don't even have the tiniest bit of evidence to prove that voter fraud is a huge problem. It's not a lie. They're fucking lying. And the Electoral College? The Electoral College is fucking anti-democratic. It is an anti-democratic establishment. Republicans lose the popular vote consistently. Republicans consistently lose vote on the popular vote. But they still get elected. There was one state, I forget which state it was, but there was a, thank you, HKCT45, thank you. But there was one state where Republicans won like 33% of the popular vote and 2/3 of the seats in the legislature. Like they gerrymander the ever-looming fuck out of the states. Like gerrymandering is just an absolute, is just a massive violation of democratic principles. Gerrymandering is the worst fucking thing. It is an absolutely massively undemocratic process. It should be outright outlawed. Gerrymandering should be illegal. Congressional districts should be drawn up. Yes, I know what gerrymander means, you fucking asshole. Congressional districts should be drawn up by nonpartisan third-party organizations. That's how it should be done. You know, political parties should not get to decide who votes for them. Like, it is utterly fucking atrocious. It is a massive violation of democratic principles that gerrymandering is allowed. Because what gerrymandering does is it allows politicians to choose their voters. Rather than voters choosing the representatives, it's representatives choosing their voters. That's what gerrymandering does. And yet, they fucking allow it. But here's the thing, James. There are cities. New York City has a larger population than some entire fucking states. And yet, what happens is, like, a small number of people get to dictate how the entire rest of the fucking country is run. Like, the Electoral College is bullshit. It is an anti-democratic system. Yes, I am glad I live in Canada. Not that our system is perfect, but not as much as Republicans do, Timothy. It's not Democrats who are purging black names from voter rolls. It's not Democrats who are limiting the number of voting machines in minority-heavy districts. Flop era, our electoral districts aren't gerrymandered the same way. I mean, why not, James? Like, why let fucking Ohio? Like, why is fucking Ohio the state that, like, has the most fucking power? Like, it's wildly unfair. It's a wildly unfair system in place. Yeah, it's like Republicans. The Republican Party lies and cheats in order to get power. They know they can't win on their ideas. They know they can't win on their platform because their positions are unpopular. Like, their Republican policies are not popular. So what they do is they make shit up, they lie, they cheat, they set it up to ensure that they win, to guarantee their own victories. They will cheat in order to guarantee their own victories. No, Rob, less popular than Democratic policies. Consistently less popular. Yes, I understand the Electoral College. And I understand that it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, it's like, you don't understand the election. You don't understand this. It's so complicated. It's so hard to understand. You're not smart enough to understand the fucking Electoral College. Fuck off. I understand the Electoral College, and I understand that it's fucking bullshit. Trump lost by 3 million in 2016. Exactly. Republicans don't win the popular vote. Like, they just don't. Like, Republicans do not win the popular vote. I think the last time... Did Bush win the popular vote in 2004? If I'm not mistaken, I think the last time a Republican won the popular vote was 2004. I think Bush won that. That was a long time ago. I could be wrong about that. Bush might have lost the popular vote that year too. But they don't win the popular vote. They never do. And yet they still get elected. How the fuck is that democratic? for the person who fucking loses to become the goddamn leader? How is it democratic for the loser to be the winner? How the fuck does that work? Explain to me how that is fucking democratic. That the person who loses, the person who gets the fewer votes, gets to be the one in power and gets to declare, oh, I have a mandate from the people. I have a mandate from the people, by which I mean the smaller portion of the people. Like, come the fuck, that's fucking nonsense. It is utter fucking nonsense. And floppy, I mean, it's different because Canada has multiple parties. Trudeau won a plurality of the votes. He didn't win a majority, but he won a plurality. That's what happens when you have multiple parties. When you have more than two fucking parties. Rigged! Rigged! It's fucking rigged! Fuck you, you fucking dumbass, mama. You're a fucking jackass. Rigged. Fuck off. Fuck off with your fucking conspiracy theory bullshit. Trump fucking lost. He didn't win the popular election in 2016. He didn't win the popular vote in 2016. He didn't win it in 2020. He fucking lost. Fucking accept that. Just fucking accept that people didn't want Trump to stay in power. You fucking conspiracy theorist dumbass. You fucking twat. You fucking asshole. Rigged. Fuck off with it being rigged. It fucking wasn't. It wasn't rigged. The election wasn't rigged. And if it was rigged, it was rigged in favor of the Republicans. The Republicans are the ones who consistently rig elections. Rigged. Fuck off. And that, yeah, they rigged it. That's why they lost fucking... That's why they didn't win the fucking Senate. They rigged it. They just didn't rig it well enough to actually take the Senate. Fuck off. Stupid conspiracy theory dumbasses. What a fucking lie. And gee, if you're not with us, you're against politics ideology. How do you feel that the LGBTQ community gatekeeps our own community? I'm often told I'm not gay enough. Social politics. Yeah, it's shitty that when they're like, when they say you're not gay enough or something like that, that is definitely wrong. But why is Biden's approval rating in the toilet? Because Biden sucks. Like, it's like, of course Biden sucks. You know who was saying Biden sucked? People on the left. Like, there were people on the left saying that Biden sucked, but they held their noses and voted for him. Because at least he would be less destructive than Trump. Like, everyone, like, of course his ratings in the toilet. He hasn't done half the shit that he promised to do. Like, people hated him from the start. Yes, I've read your comment, Harlow. You can stop posting the same damn comment. Living between a giant douche and a turd sandwich? Yeah, pretty much. Alex, because the Democratic Party ultimately doesn't want change. The Democratic Party wants the status quo. They want shit to stay exactly the same. Republicans want to take it back to the fucking 1800s. You know? Republicans want to repeal everything. They want to fucking ban same-sex marriage. They want to fucking ban they want to bring back sodomy laws. They want women barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. Republicans want to move shit backwards. Democrats just want things to stay exactly the same, which is why they fucking suck, and why they don't actually, and why the Democrats never actually fight for anything that actually fucking matters. Yeah, I mean, fuck, I was rooting for Elizabeth Warren. Is America a democracy? No, it's not. At this point, it's barely even a democratic republic. Biden has Alzheimer's. I wouldn't be surprised, frankly, if he has dementia. Why not Bernie? Bernie's good too. What are my feelings on censorship? I mean, everyone has a right to censor their own shit. The government can't get involved in censorship, but we're online being made. And she apologized for that. My understanding of Elizabeth Warren is that she was simply, that she grew up being told that she was part Native American. White birth rate. Oh, hey, so Timothy is just a straight up fucking white supremacist. Well, fuck you, white supremacist. Fuck you. Yeah, my understanding is that she grew up being told that she had Native American ancestry. Eventually, she did take the test, found out that she didn't, and apologized. And yeah, it's shitty. Like it sucks that she spent so long saying that she did have Native American ancestry. That sucked. But at the same time, I mean, she has good policies. Like, she has really good policies. So AMC, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. Tulsi was the best candidate. I don't really remember much about Tulsi's policies. Warren and Biden, fuck you. It's fucking nonsense. Warren and Biden are not the same at all. Ray, I am not considering members only chats now. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is a cop. And all cops are bastards. Yeah, I've seen your fucking comment, Harlow. Fuck off. I'm gonna fucking block you soon. Knock off your fucking spam. Should we return to simple night watchman abolish police? Abolish the police and use that money and put that money into community services. Your points are fucking nonsense, Harlow. Of course I'm a socialist. We have no policemen. There would be an extremely well-regulated security force. Because obviously there's going to be a need for security forces. But they need to have extremely strict oversight. Like super strict oversight. I disagree with it being just the police. No, I disagree with what I'm proposing being identical to police. Because what I'm proposing would be a group that doesn't have the power to, say, straight up steal from people. Take a look at asset forfeiture, civil asset forfeiture. Cops steal from people. Cops are among the biggest burglars in the goddamn country. Yeah, civil asset forfeiture is straight up legal burglary. Alex Rosinski, yep, there is that as well. They wouldn't be police. That's not the fault of police. It is. Here's the thing. You always hear about these. Oh, it's just a few bad apples. It's just a few bad apples. Just a few bad apples. A few bad apples spoils the bunch. That's the saying. A few bad apples spoils the bunch. Anytime cops try to be, anytime you get a police officer who actually tries to be good, who actually tries to do good and to hold other police accountable, you know what happens? They get fucking fired. They get either fired or forced into quitting. Because anytime the police try to be good and to hold other police accountable, the police organization, like the police union as a whole, just pushes right back. All the cops just push right back against that one good cop. Cops aren't actually allowed to be good. So that's the problem. Like, that's why all cops are bad. Because good cops aren't allowed to be good. Reform isn't going to fix it. Like, reform will not fix it. There's no reforming it. It's necessary to just completely fucking get rid of it and start with something new. Like, the police need to be abolished and replaced with something that is actually dedicated to community service. Police exist to protect property. Like, that's a big problem. The police don't exist to protect the community. They don't exist to protect people. They exist to protect property. See, the issue, Harlow, is by the time the police got here, I would already be dead. Michaela, I have no fucking idea. Yeah, like, police exist to protect property. That's what they are there for. So they need to be abolished and replaced with a group with programs that actually help the communities. The issue, though, James, is as soon as you start to do that, the police are going to complain that, oh, you're making it hard to do our jobs. And like you take those powers away, they're not going to fucking stop doing it. You know what happens anytime laws have been passed to prevent police from using like certain types of holds? Guess what? The police keep doing those exact same types of holds. Didn't I block you for being a white supremacist? Like, that's the wild thing. Like, they'll get, like, a law will be passed to say, to tell police, you can't do this anymore. This is a dangerous way to detain prisoners. You can't do this anymore. Police will just keep doing it, and they don't suffer any consequences. Or I think it's New York City Police Department has gangs. Like the New York City Police Department has like actual gangs in its like badges for like number of people beaten and shit like that. Beyond that, and like also another thing to bear in mind, 40% of police officers are spousal abusers. 40% of police officers engage in domestic abuse. 40%. Like, think about that. 40%. You want to move her? Sure. Where's the percent sign? Sorry, I'm trying to find the percent sign on my on this keyboard. Why am I stupid? Oh, yes, on the 5. Duh. There's a source for it. Yeah, it's got, it names it sources. So, yeah, 40% of police are domestic abusers. That's all cops are bad. All cops are bastards because yeah, they just Harlow, stop with your fucking spam! You know what? Fuck you, Harlow. Like, I'm getting fucking fed up with you spamming your shit over and over and over. Fuck you, get the fuck out of my chat. Christ, once is a fucking enough. A second time if you're really not sure if I read your comment. But holy fucking shit! Christ, just fuck off, spammers! I fucking hate spammers. That is the thing that pisses me off the most. When people just post the same comment over and 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 over. Christ, you fucking piss me off when you do that shit. God, I hate fucking spammers. Fuck you, George Floyd. Police officer isn't even in the, like, pretty sure police officer, I think, isn't even in the top 10 most dangerous jobs, I don't think. Sanitation workers have much more dangerous jobs and they don't fucking go home and beat their wives. When a cop butcher. Hey, that's another thing. Yeah, there's efforts to like to ban recording police, which, yeah, surely the police have nothing to hide. Hey, Julie. Dave Watson, I don't know your cop. I don't know your uncle. They record themselves. Except for when they turn the camera off, and whenever they're about to do something horrible. I mean, like, they turn, like, you know that they turn their cameras off when they're about to do something horrible, right? In fact, oh man, there is a cop. There's a municipal police force that got in trouble because they forgot to turn their body cam off. Oh, well, if it's illegal, then surely they wouldn't do it. Yeah, I know that there was a police department where the officers forgot to turn their body cams off while planting evidence, while planting drugs. Like, they were literally planting drugs. And it sure as fucking hell was not the first time they did it. It wasn't the first time they did that. There was no way it was the first time they did it. But yeah, like, they forgot to turn their... Oh, they got framed. Oh, that footage of them planting drugs, that was somebody else. Fuck off. Fucking always a way... Like, no matter what the fucking cops do, there's always a fucking defense. Police officer could just... Like, honestly, like, I'm pretty sure a police officer could have someone handcuffed, knees on the ground, knees, actually, face down, hands behind their head. Cop could walk up, blow their fucking head off, and people would still fucking defend that cop. There's literally nothing a police officer can do that people won't fucking defend. Every fucking thing that cops do. People are like, oh, no, you have to take it out of contact. No, he was scared for his life. He was scared for his life. Fuck off. Fuck that noise. Wouldn't be the first time, mama. He was scared for their life. No, they fucking weren't. They absolutely are not scared for their lives. Someone will be fucking running away and cops will shoot them 10 times in the back. Because they're scared for their life. Yeah, people defended the lady cop who literally, cop went into somebody's home, fucking murdered him because she got the fucking apartment wrong and people were fucking defending that cop. There is nothing that police can do that won't get defended. People will defend every single thing that police do, no matter what, no matter how fucking absolutely atrocious it is, no matter how illegal, blatantly illegal it is. People will still be like, oh no, you gotta defend the cop. Oh, it's context. Oh, no, they would have fared for the life. No, yeah. Every goddamn time. Abolish the police, put their budget into community services, which are proven to actually reduce crime. Police don't actually prevent crime, by the way. Police don't prevent crime. Occasional police. They make a lot of mistakes. Replace their police with counselors? Yep. Community services. Free housing for low-income people. Jack, again, if somebody broke into my home, there's no point in calling the police. They're not going to get there before the person's gone. The guy's going to be gone before the police get there. Thoughts on swatting? It's horrible, and it's another problem with the police. Zoe, I cannot do a cartwheel now. Dave Watson? I mean, if it's a burglary, they generally don't even bother. Like, for burglaries, cops generally don't even bother doing that. Like, if you get robbed, the only reason to call the police is for your insurance report. That's all the police are good for in the case of a burglary. Hey, Lime Jello. Nonsense, mothball. Yeah, like, there are things that have been proven to actually reduce crime. Most of those things involve investing into community services. Investing in police, not really as effective at reducing crime. So yeah, like, invest in community service, like low-income housing to get people off the streets, and drug clinics to help people who are on drugs. Was it Narcan? Send trained counselors out to deal with troubled people rather than cops whose first reactions are going to be just pull a gun and shoot them. What do I think of hip-hop music glorifying gangsterism? Hardly the only one. They're hardly the only ones. Like, hip-hop is hardly the only thing that genre that glorifies crime. Trained counselors not similar. And I mean, that's why it can be useful to have, and that's why it's necessary to have a well-regulated security force with very, 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 very tight oversight. Like the absolute strictest of oversight. Because right now, police have very little oversight. Like a well-regulated militia. What do I think of hip-hop being hugely homophobic? Again, hardly the only genre. Well-regulated militia, you might say. Yeah. Mothball? I mean, there are country songs about... I mean, shit, fucking one of the most famous country songs in the fucking history. One of the most famous country songs in history. Dude. My pro Second Amendment? No. I'll be frank. I genuinely don't give a shit about the Constitution. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. You know, that's not... Sure, not glorifying crime at all. And yeah, Folsom Prison Blues, absolutely not about being in prison. Someone gave me a gun, would I keep it or sell it? I don't know. That's on Ben Shapiro. He's a dumbass. What do I think the Second Amendment is? Outdated. That's what I think the Second Amendment is. How do I feel about the 13th Amendment? What the 13th Amendment did was modify slavery. It didn't completely abolish slavery. What it did is make it so that they just have to find a reason to throw someone in prison to make them a slave. One thing Ben Shapiro's gotten wrong. I mean, I think the most famous example was him saying that people whose homes are going to end up underwater would sell them. James, I'm not a killer, so... Like, I'm not going to murder somebody. That's not me. Yeah, Ben Shapiro, like, I will never forget that clip of somebody, like, of Ben Shapiro saying, oh, well, you know, if somebody's home is going to end up underwater, they'll just sell it. And the guy responding, sell it to who? Fucking Aquaman! Would I abort a baby? Sure. I'm pro-abortion. I'm not just pro-choice. I'm pro-abortion. That's the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of the country or something like that. I don't remember the exact... Okay, I forgot the exact phrasing, but... Basically, the Second Amendment is about owning guns. But here's the thing. The Second Amendment was written in the 18th century. It's fucking old. Like, it's an old-ass thing. So, I don't believe in Jack Nichols. One thing Alex Jones got wrong: school fucking shootings, Jack Nichols. His fucking false flag conspiracy theory bullshit. Accusing parents of fucking lying about their kids dying. How's that for something he got wrong? Alex Jones is a fucking asshole. Sandy Hook, right. Name one thing Alex Jones got wrong. Sandy fucking Hook! Anyone who is still a fan of Alex Jones after fucking Sandy Hook bullshit is an asshole who does not deserve to have their opinion heard on fucking anything. What he did with that shit was inhuman. It was evil. Alex Jones is fucking evil. He apologized for it. Fuck him. Fuck him, he did. He didn't fucking apologize. He apologized for losing the fucking lawsuit. That's what he apologized for. And he's still trying to fucking fuck over the victims. Alex Jones can fucking rot. Bucks quarter, yeah, there was that as well. He's a fucking conspiracy theory nutbag. It's hard to tell. If anything he says, if anything that he has ever said has actually been sincere. Alex Jones, that makes me think vastly less of Mike Judge as a person if he's friends with Alex fucking Jones. Christ, Alex Jones can fucking die. Alex Jones can just absolutely straight up fucking die. Yeah. So, free speech actually is important. So, free speech is crucial to a functioning democracy. So obviously, the government should not be preventing people from speaking. Tim, I disagree. Canada's got a strong democracy, and we have we don't have a Second Amendment. We do have laws regarding guns. Canada's actually got a lot of guns, mostly for hunting. Canada's a big hunting country, so we've got a lot of guns up here. But it's not something that we have to protect our democracy. It's just because why the fuck not? Aaron? Here's the thing. I didn't say that Alex Jones should be locked in prison for the shit he said. I do think that he should that no one should be giving him a platform. Free speech does not mean that someone is owed a platform. Hey, Jen. That's something that, right-wingers don't understand about free speech. Free speech does not mean that you are owed a platform. Links? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he should be thrown in prison. I'm saying he is not owed a fucking platform. No one is owed a platform. So Alex Jones built his own. Yeah, but he only has it because of sponsors. All the people who sponsor him should fucking stop. No one should sponsor that piece of shit. Oh, fuck you, Sleeper, you... It's fucking lies. Be fine if YouTube blocked me. I'd be annoyed. Like, I'd be annoyed at it, especially if they did it, like, without a reason. But at the end of the day, like, YouTube is a private company. They are allowed to block anyone for any reason. Like, they are allowed to kick anyone off the platform for any reason. Huh? You've deserved it, Sleeper. Advertise. Yeah, it is their choice, and they're making a shitty choice because they're choosing to support someone who is fucking evil. Sweetheart, no. Free speech does not allow me this platform. What allows me this platform is YouTube choosing to have very little in the way of, to have a very low barrier of entry. What allows me this platform is YouTube having a very low platform barrier for entry. Again, Sleeper, you're a fucking idiot. Free speech means the government can't throw you in jail. That's free speech. That is the entire extent of what free speech is. The government cannot throw you in jail for what you say. And by the way, even that has limits. But yeah, what free speech means is that the government cannot throw you in prison for the things that you say. That's it. That is the extent of what free speech means. Beyond that, they can take away your job and make your life miserable. I mean, pretty much. Again, like, it's... Can words be violence? Yep. Absolutely, words can be violence. Is there free speech on my channel? No. I'll ban people for whatever reason I feel like banning them. MG, right now it's free speech, and me pointing out that, hey, free speech does not guarantee anyone a platform. Like, conservatives are so convinced that free speech means that they shouldn't have, that they can say whatever they want and never have to suffer any consequences for it. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's such a ridiculous misunderstanding of what free speech actually is. Yes, I have read 1984. Can men have babies? Trans men can, yeah. Trans men can have babies. I disagree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. But again, that doesn't mean that somebody is owed a platform. You know, if if a newscaster starts dropping F-bombs live on the air, that newscaster is not going to have a job. Right? Like this is the most basic, as basic as I can get it. If someone starts throwing out profanity live on the air, they will get fired from their job. It's their job not to swear. But free speech! But that's the point. News is sponsored back. So is fucking Alex Jones. So is Breitbart. So is all this shit. Yeah, like if somebody starts making racist comments, yeah, they're probably going to get fired. Fucking spamming bullshit. Maximum trimester allowed to get an abortion? I mean, I'm in favor of any time. Well, I mean, I have to look at the details, but I'm guessing I'm probably not going to be a fan of it. Well, no, Froggy, because that's discrimination. Again, freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences, and nobody is owed a platform. That is the thing that conservatives never understand. Conservatives feel that they are owed a platform, or that the people they listen to are owed a platform. They're not. Nobody is owed a platform. And that is what conservatives never, ever understand. They feel like fuck you, Froggy. The end zone majority. I'm not saying that conservatives should be thrown in prison. Did I say I was owed anything? What sort of reparations can I make to indigenous people? A lot. And never ending. I have not, Mama. Bless their mess. I mean, again, it's all about whether the government is involved. No, Mama. Prison for dirty politicians to accept lobbying money. I'd be in favor of that. Hell yeah. I actually would be absolutely in favor of imprisoning politicians who accept lobbying money. Lobbying equals legal bribery. Yep, that's what it is. Term limits, harder. That one's tougher. Term limits aren't necessarily as good as they sound. Smart boy? Sure. Frankly, throw every politician in prison. I'm fine with that. Insider trading? Yep, absolutely. Pretty sure Pelosi's done some insider trading, so I'm totally fine with her being in prison. And I know there are some Republicans who've done some insider trading. I mean, shit, the entire Trump presidency was insider trading. Dave Watson? Yeah, I mean, she's almost, yep, she's corrupt. Yep, absolutely. I'm not going to defend Nancy Pelosi. MG, what are we talking about? I had to leave unless we were talking about cops, but I had to leave before I could share my love and disgust for police. Thank you very much, MG. I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Yes, I showered today, Dongleberry. Yeah. Sure thing, Meg. I've got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Not illegal, but it should be considered a douche move. Should absolutely be considered a dick move to misgender people. Of course, it's not true. Of course, I didn't do it, Elaine. Would I ever debate someone? No. Am I sad I won't get to watch New Kids in the Hall series? I mean, a little bit, but at the same time, I sort of, I don't know, bringing back Kids in the Hall, I don't know. AJ Waters, it is not. It is never okay to misgender people. Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like I loved Kids in the Hall back in the day. I absolutely love it. But James, I don't know. But I don't know, bring it back now? I don't know what the point is. I kind of don't know what the point is of bringing back Kids in the Hall beyond nostalgia. Because they're fucking liars, Silent. It was her choice, Mama. No, I have not, Dongle. What was fun to bring back My Little Pony? I mean, it was a new series. Like, it was a new generation. Like, they made it was something completely new. Like, it was something where the new My Little Pony was something that was intended to be something entirely different from what it used to be. With Death Comes to Town. Right, but Death Comes to Town was a show. Like, it was something that they did. Like, it wasn't a sketch comedy. They're bringing back Kids in the Hall as a sketch comedy again. And I'm not entirely sure if it's necessary. The show was amazing back in the day, partly because it was doing shit that no other show was doing. But comedy has advanced, I feel like. It's sort of caught up to where Kids in the Hall was, for the most part. So I'm not really sure if it's worth a new season. Too many reboots? Kinda. I do not, Mama. Thoughts on the evolution of caterpillars? It's pretty cool. It's also a dick move, Silent. Do I ever want to be a teenager again? Nah, pass. False, Plugtooth. That is completely and totally false. Mama, I would say I hate children more. Puppies just scare me. Dogs, like, I'm just scared of dogs. AM, yes, I did wear a trench coat as a teen. But here's the thing, Sleeper. Look at who they were offending. They weren't offending gay people. They weren't offending women. They weren't offending people of color. The people offended at Kids in the Hall were homophobes. They were sexists. They were racists. The people who were offended by Kids in the Hall were shitty people. They weren't actually... I mean, like, one of their biggest skits, like one of their main recurring skits was a dude saying, "Crushing your head. I crush your head. Crush, crush, crush." Like, who the hell is being offended by that? It's weird. Like, it's bizarre comedy. And, like, skits about, you know, the recurring bits with the French prostitutes. They weren't offensive. The Buddy Cole, he wasn't offensive. Mama, I am not on unemployment insurance. I believe disability is available for my pen. Yeah, my pen. Like, that is the weirdest thing. And the chicken lady. Okay, the chicken lady was offensive, but but no, like, the chicken, like, nothing about Kids in the Hall was actually offensive. Like, it was this brilliant subversive comedy. It was this brilliant subversive comedy that was just fantastically progressive and positive. It was subversive without being mean. There was never anything mean about Kids in the Hall. They never punched down. And that's something crucial. Kids in the Hall never punched down. Like, they understood the first rule of comedy: never punch down. The punchlines were never about, you know, these people are weird. It was always positive. Like, they went all in. No, it's absolutely a rule of comedy. Like, it's the first, like, I'm pretty sure. First rule of comedy. Okay. So maybe not the first rule. But no, that is, like, it is. That is a pretty crucial. Like, that is a pretty crucial guideline in comedy. Never punch down. So the issue isn't that people are too easily offended. I mean, people have always been offended. Like, racist jokes have always offended people. Now they have a bigger platform to actually make clear that, no, this is not acceptable. But another good example is Monty Python. Monty Python never punched down. Monty Python's targets were never those less fortunate than they were. Kids in the Hall's targets were never people less fortunate than they were. Good comedy is not mocking people who are less fortunate. Comedy is, if you're going to be doing offensive comedy, then you need to be targeting people who are in positions of privilege. Like, mocking somebody for being poor is not comedy. It's just being a bully. If you're black, you should make fun of white people. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, black people should be able to make fun of white people. Because guess what? Nothing that black people can say about white people is going to change the fact that white people have all the power in Western society. Tesla drivers make fun of poor people. I can believe it. Yeah, it's a straight person making fun of a gay person is just being a bully. Gay people making fun of straight people is different. Comedy equals devastating circumstances plus time. Yeah, comedy equals tragedy plus time, yeah. Yeah, no, white people cannot make fun of black people. White lives matter too. Sure, but nobody's being killed just because they're white. Like, people don't get pulled over for driving while white. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's the key thing. When you're making fun of somebody who's uh, less privileged than you are, then what you're doing is bullying. And bullying is not funny. Bullying is just being a dick. I was once killed for being white. You got better. Asian men are hot. Some of them are, yeah. Bullying conservatives, okay. I'm inclined to think so. Okay, so that's a little bit different, War, because frankly, they're still making racist stereotypes against black people, War. Anyway, it's midnight, so I'm actually going to get off now. Almost 3 hours, so yeah, I'm gonna get off it here. So as always, this was a thing, and I'll be back another time. So, good night.